Hello my beautiful badgers, Mexico back again with another asset store review. This time it is The Abandoned Psychiatric Hospital by Art Equilibrium over on the Unity asset store. Also, this is available on Unreal. Oh yes, if you want to pop over there and get it, why not? This asset is currently on a 50% sale. It's down to $18.99 from a normal price of $37.99 and it is spooky-tacular. Sit back, enjoy, and I'll see you all in a second. I'm inside Unity playing about with The Abandoned Psychiatric Hospital from Art Equilibrium, and this is actually built in with a post-processing profile thrown into it. You can get this in HDRP and URP. You don't need to buy a separate asset because inside the back you double click on the HDRP or URP package and it will add all the files you need. I've actually thrown this in to HDRP 12 and it looks really nice. I just plugged and played and away it went. I have to say that I really like this pack from Art Equilibrium, and if I play about with this with a player controller, there's actually some scripts on the doors that you can see. You get nature in this pack, you get 355 unique prefabs. Oh, I know that includes, as I said, nature, grass, trees, etc. We've got some decals. We've got modular parts to build or put together and make our own buildings, and you also have preset buildings as well, rocks and other such shenanigans. I'm loving all the textures in this pack except for one. There was one texture in this pack which I feel is the weakest, and you'll be shocked to hear me say it's actually the red bricks. I know what you're thinking. What's wrong with the red bricks? They look lovely. Well, when you mush your face right up to them, and actually it's the style of brick as well. It's those red bricks that you can see. They've got the little lines on them. But I think that it's the normals that does it for me because it's the grouting. It doesn't really work. And actually, you know what? If we just get out of play mode a second and go crazy, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tweak that normal. I'm going to grab that normal and I'm going to tweak it. Tweak it. So if I grab this and I go down here, you know what? I'm going to put that to a 1.5 on the strength from that. And as we come down here, immediately, to me, that looks better. So if I put that back up to 1, you see that? I don't like it. I don't like it. 1.5, I think that looks much better. A little bit weaker in there on that normal. Maybe 1.7, 1.65. Yep, see, 1.65, 1 darker, 0.5. I'm going to keep it at 0.5. There's no height map on there, which might actually help as well. But yeah, I'm loving that. I think that's much better. Ground textures look fantastic. They really do. Should we jump inside and run around in this on floaty cam, or should we do something a bit better? You know what? Let's do something a bit better. Pause the video. Now we've got the standard starter third-person controller, and actually this character is called the adventure character. He's free from Maxim Bugrimov. That's right, he's free. Doesn't cost you a penny. You can get him with more clothing on. You can get him without any clothing on, if that's the thing that excites you as well. And now it feels like we're in a Resident Evil type thing where we're going around inspecting. Much nicer, much cooler, and this way we can see, yes, there's colliders on everything. There's also LODs on everything. Yes, LODs. I know. It was me yesterday just complaining that assets not having LODs, and here we go with Equilibrium. LODs all over the place. Yes. So let's pop inside. How do I get inside? Well, let's push E. Yeah, there's some little scripts here on the doors as we're going in. And we can close the door as well. Lovely. I love that little touch there. That's not going to work on the free fly cam that you get in this pack, but if I'm in a controller with a collider, then we can see it. So we've got bloodstained hand on the glass. Nice, because we can add that as well anywhere we want. And all this stuff hanging from the ceiling is like tape or something. Film. It's weird. It's got writing all over it. I'm not. It's just weird. I know what that's all about. Apparently, it's to make it look scary and spooky. I love the props in this pack. I really do. I mean, look at that computer. It's great. And if we pause it a sec and we go and inspect that computer and we look at it. So if I know what you're saying. Turn them off. There you go. They're off. Okay, they're off. And if I go over, even the computer's got LODs. It's got 2, 0, 1. Let's pop over here and see. So we've got 2,458 verts down to 1,600, the smallest being just 220. Lovely. What have we got here on a collider? Now, it's using the collider of the mesh. I wouldn't do that. It's not an optimized collider in that regard then, because it's using that massive collider. I would say, throw in the lowest LOD collider at least. Go crazy. Go crazy in that regard, if you can. So, yeah. That's what I would do. Or have like specialized optimized colliders. Can I jump on the table? There you go. Jump on the table. Look at those. Beautiful cupboard. The cupboard doesn't have the scripts on, so I can't open the cupboard. I really want to change out the animations in the starter pack because, they're not terrible. They're serviceable, aren't they? But they're not great. So yeah, I would change out the animations in the starter pack. That's what I would do. Look at these textures on the wall. I'll see what I'm saying about the weakest one of the textures outside, because inside all the textures are looking lovely. They really are. Normally, this is $37.99. It's on a 50% sale. $18.99. Oh no! Someone's up to no good in your neighborhood. They're gonna conjure up something, and who are we gonna call? That's right, we're gonna call Asset Busters. I kill you. Sounds like an ex-girlfriend of mine. I kill you. So let's open up. Open E. Now we got the text on there. Why is it making the other one? They should be independent of each other, really. Shouldn't be opening one the other. And we got a toilet. If I pause for a second, let's have a look. Is there a floater in the loo, or is it nice and clean? Can we see poo? Well, we can see stains. That's not good. Oh, they're dirty, dirty stains where it's abandoned. We've got the seat. Beep, beep. And does that one come up? Actually, no, it doesn't. We've just got the top, which it calls it the cap. That's a shame. That's a shame. That if that was separated, I would be much happier. That's not separated. That's one piece. The chain is all one piece again. There isn't a mechanism there for flushing. Little things like that would have been really cool. You're thinking is like, who would ever use that? Well, it's a abandoned psychiatric hospital. We'd like to have some interactivity going on there. I know I'm probably the only person. I mean, over here, let's have a look at the sink. That's the bit that you'd be like, well, have the sink taps move. Well, the those aren't movable. Again, a shame. That would be cool if they were movable. By the way, that's a bit dangerous. Let's start a fire. Move that there. Much better. Yeah. So that would. Oh, I moved it. Did I move it on the LOD? Yeah, I moved the LOD rather than the group. So whoop whoop. Crazy. That's a lesson. Don't move the LOD, move the parent group. And there's the flames in the wrong place as well. That was me. I apologize. A urinal. Well, I'm not the one who put that blood decal floating in the air, so you can't blame me on that one. And as we go into that room's closed, I can't go in there. Right, what we can do is carry on. We'll do the first floor. Oh, look, were they trying to repair and then it got abandoned? Did something happen when they were repairing this psychiatric hospital and they couldn't carry on the work? Maybe that's the storyline going on. We've got a clock. So, see what I mean about the lovely props in this pack? And I know what you're thinking. Do the drawers open up, or is that a set mesh? Well, let's find out. And actually, I'm going to put that back because I feel bad. Move that there. There we go. That's better. Like, there you go. There you go now. Right. Aha! They are. So, they are moving. But what have we got here when it comes to... So each one has its own LOD group inside as well. Well, the LOD group's on the parent here. And each one has its own LODed... So, oh, okay, cool. Lovely. What about inside there? What about the papers? Nope, nope. Well, we've got empty. You've got an empty one, and you've got a full one, so you can easily use the empty one for the full ones if you wanted. So that's cool. What about the curtain? How's the curtain looking? We've got material for the curtain and for the main. Okay, help me! Help! It's a bit. I mean, look, it's the blood there. It's a bit too 3D. I'm gonna say it's coming out. It's like very globulous blood. Are we able to tone that down a touch? Maybe 0.2, 5 on the normals. Didn't really help, did it? Didn't really help. Didn't really help on that one, I have to say. Windows are great, but the windows are, you can see here, it's all one piece. So but you can have there's many materials on the walls that then allow you to modify. So if we find the glass, here we go, it's on the fade glass shader, not the flayed glass shader, and we can swap that out for a different one. So there's not glass. That's the normal glass that's not faded, and that's the one with the faded. And all it is set rendering mode fade and putting a bit of transparency on the alpha. Back in here. Well, actually, you know what? Before we do that, do these the drawers open. So all these kind of things that I love about having them openable, they are. What about this? The wardrobe. No, the wardrobe don't have OpenEV cabinets in there. Okay, but here these are, and that's very important. You want to have that in your game where you open that up and you find the key inside or the secret letter that you need to investigate. You go, oh, I've got the secret letter. Okay, more rooms to right. So what I said on another stream was, if you are going to have on the script that your the layer or whatever on that collider is set so that it goes through your player rather than push your player back, but other objects like bullets and stuff would still hit it as it's opening like that. See, that's really annoying, isn't it? Wow, this is funky. I like this. So we've got all of the pictures going on here, all this equipment, and someone sitting in the chair and he's being forced to watch slideshows or videos of explosions. Wow, okay, that looks pretty cool. Question is, you know what you're asking? I'm asking the same thing. I'm asking the same thing. Can we animate any of this? So first things first, the chair. All one thing. Leather straps, everything's one thing. That can't be moved and lifted up and down. That's sad. That's sad. All right, important one. This one. Are the projector wheels going to go round and round? Oh, they're not. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. I love that though. I love that. That's cool. The point light. That's brilliant. I love that. But the fact that these aren't separated so we can't animate that, it's a shame. That would have been really cool. Maybe we can load that into Blender or something and split those out. But that would have been so cool if those were separated. Nice feature. Let's pop it over in an email to AE and see if we can get that added. That's cool. Look, that door's separated, and the handle also is separated. So in your game you go, you know, everyone's gonna have that in the game where they need to put the fuse back on and pull that down so that it lights up. But what about the fuses themselves? What about the fuses themselves? And no. Do we have an electric box without the fuse? Electric box. Electric box. So it's one type. It's a different thing. Electric box. Okay. And that's the model, that's the prefab. I'm gonna guess now by looking at this, we don't have one without. Yeah, look, here's the mesh. No, they're all in there, aren't they? See, that would be cool if there was a version of this electric box that doesn't have these fuses in, so that they're lost and you need to go and find them and put them in. See, that would be awesome. That's what we want. That would be super cool. Let's go and do another adventure. So this door here opens up, but look and see that this is a demo scene. Don't flip the demo scene. And I think they've done this on purpose. So if anyone had this in their game, they go, well, you just flipped my demo scene. Yeah, I think that's intentional. Beds. Lovely beds. But question is, on everyone's lips, are the pillows separated? And unfortunately not. Pillow. But, and there's no pillow mesh either, so we can't have separate pillows. What about this one here? No, it's all in there. But it's just a different material. It's been put. So you got the bed and you got the pillow material. We got a, oh, you got a commode thing. Isn't that what it's called? For you to, oh man, it's disgusting. Stains in there. Oh, that's disgusting. Hasn't it? When was the last time that was cleaned? Oh, and I moved the LOD again, didn't I? Oh, when was the last time that was cleaned? That's disgusting. And here we got the cupboard. Does that open up? Books and everything. Got a cross. Do the books open? No, I was going to say that. I mean, that'd be pushing it if the books opened. But maybe it does have some books that can open. Let's have a look for. Oop, not you. Let's have a look for prefabs. The quarterly journal. All right. I'm going to go out on a limb and say these books don't open. That's what I'm going to say. Let's throw them into the scene. So, book. Nope. Book. No. Book. No. That would be nice if we had some opening books, but you know what? I've got loads of other assets with books that open, so it's not the end of the world for me, but it would be cool if it was in there. Oh, wow. Oh, that doesn't look like you've been having a happy job, that device, does it? We got pills, loose pills and pills in their containers, in the sheets. We got pills in pots, medicines. Lovely. This is a lovely, well put together demo scene. I really fight the urge to flip it. I fight the urge to flip you, demo scene. But tell you what, with all of the modular things and pre-made parts in this pack, it's very easy for you to put your own hospital together. You don't need to flip this demo. Trust me, if you do, I kill you. So don't flip it. Let's go into another room upstairs. Oh, wow. He's already here. Oh my god. They drive me crazy. Oh my word. Shadow Man with a head on a stick. Voices in my head. They're watching me. Oh wow. Okay. This is the end. It's here. Horror. If you're wondering if this is a horror themed pack, someone's just written horror on there. Looking out the window, I can see you. Also, always underappreciated, a good radiator. Yeah, it's a really good radiator. That door's closed. This one doesn't open up either. This one does. Oh my gosh, bathtub. Bathtub. Oh my word. Okay, good question here. Now, upstairs in the bathtub. I know what you're thinking. Yes, I am going to try it. Can we turn these? So we've got the pipes. Well, that part here is all one piece, but you can't rotate little stuff like, I mean, like if we try to do that, that wouldn't work. So you could put it into your favorite blender or a 3D program like Blender or something, and chop that off and have it movable yourself. Quite easy to do. Everyone keeps on telling me. There's even some tools that we could throw that into Unity and do that within the editor for customizing. Some in editor graphic 3D editing tools. medicines. So look at these stains. The textures are lovely. As I'm telling you, the outside red brick texture is the only one I really found that I was I know with the blood being a little bit too gloopy. Is the only one I was like, you know what? I'm not too happy with that. Everything else, it's bang on. It's really, and it at the moment at $18.99, it's a crazy bargain. Crazy bargain. Let's see what else we've got, because I really want to pop into the other demo scene, which is all the props all laid out for you. But before then, we really need to honor this beautifully well thought out and put together constructed demo scene and run around and see what it's like. Can't wait for the next horror messy coder game jam, because I'll be using this one to do some horror shenanigans. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go outside. Can I jump over? Yeah, the colliders. Colliders on the chair. Whee! Colliders. Outside walls. See, the white stuff, I'm not too bothered with. It looks nice. The walls have the exterior and the interior, so they're not single-sided meshes that don't have an interior. Then you could argue, would it have been better to have them a separate one, and then you could have a load of just one-sided. But then, you know what? Mesh Combined Studio, there's LODs in this, which is great. So that's nice. But when you're doing a massive thing like this, you're going to need to be optimizing it in your game for yourself, using something like, I don't know, Mesh Combined Studio or something like that to really squeeze all of these individual pieces together. But you don't still have to do that, because if we pop over into the other demo scene, there's 7 unique rooms with props, it says. I love that. So models, scenes, prefabs, and if I, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to maximize you as a tab. Okay. Because if I click play, I don't think it's got the fly cam on, but it might do. I haven't actually clicked play in this one. I just flew around in the editor, enjoying myself, going crazy. Obviously, we're going to have to get out of maximize for that. And no, see, look, it doesn't have the fly cam on there. Never mind. You know what? We don't need that. We can just fly around the scene like this. And if I, before we do that, actually, I'm going to pop over to here. And this is one of the ready-made houses. Okay. And here, the ready-made house has got a collider, house 2 collider. So if I click on this house 2 collider, 488 verts. See, very simplified house 2 optimized collider, which is odd that those inner components didn't have that. That was a bit weird for me. So now here, if I click on this house on LOD here, you see that it's actually 24,850 verts, 20,000 triangles, 12 submeshes, and yada yada yada. So it's there, and he's got an optimized meshes as well, and they are LODed as well to your heart's content. So that's funky. This is what I'm saying, like, you've got these ready-made ones, but then it's still all the materials, separate materials. I'd be like atlasing like crazy trying to squish all this stuff down. But that's just me. Everyone's got to optimize their stuff in their own special magical ways that they're doing. Why did I click play again when we knew we didn't have a fly cam on there? Should I put the cam script on there and fly around? Let's pause it. There we go. So we've got a cam script on here. So should we start from over here? Let's start from over here. We've got the decals. Blood, help me, I kill you. The different exposed brickwork that you can put onto the walls. Looks good. It actually works really well. The stains, the dirty stains, and the splatter. Dried splatter, obviously. St. Valentine's Hospital, stone signage out there, the rocks and the bricks. It's nice that you've got some rocks, things like this that are thrown in there just to break it up and to add more character to the pack. But don't buy this thinking that you're going to be buying it as a nature and rock pack. But I'm going to say that it's actually the wood's not too bad. It's good wood. Again, he suffers from an issue with his normals. I don't know, but yeah, we've got a little bit of a too much speckling going on there. I'd scale that back just a touch. But generally, these are really good trees. They're not loads of variation on the trees, but it's not a nature pack. You just have these trees outside and they work. Again, we've got the shower. Oh, we've got curtain rails. We've got all these props that we were playing about inside. You got awards and sheets of papers, medicine, medical tools, candles, candle flickers. He's got his own candle shader as well, is written on there. He's got all these little detritus, the lights, broken clock. I'm just panned out here so we can see all of the different prefabs that you're getting, because 355 in total doesn't sound like a lot when you compare it to a lot of the, these massive packs in the store. But as you see here, 355 really does amount to a lot of different variations that you can put for your psychiatric hospital or any type of hospital or old building. Even you could convert this into anything, because when you come to these walls and the different parts here, look at that. Again, scale down the normals a touch is what I would go with, but generally these walls here, you could use these for anything. My only gripe is that the windows aren't separated as in a separate mesh, but they are separated in material, so you can change them. See, look, these that you can't see through, but we just change those. And let's pull that, let's get out of there, so we could put anything on all the way over here. So all I need to do is change this to be the faded one. There we go. Or manually just open up and just set that to fade and scale down the alpha. That looks lovely. I mean, that was it. So now you can see through it, but it's not separated. But it's not. You can't open the window. You can't break it and get out of it. We could do it as an effect. So when you hit it, the material goes all transparent, and then you've got a smashed glass effect, and remove the collider from there. But it'd be nice if that was different. That's my only gripe. My only gripe on those is not having the windows separate. The doors are, and those are fantastic. Here we go. Ready made. We can break in. Oh, there we go. This one is just an exterior, and as we see, it's done in a way here with no interior inside meshes. It's one-sided, which is interesting because I couldn't find any modular pieces like that, which is odd, because I would like to modularly do that myself. Let's pop over into these ones here. Look at that. That's nice. Also the handles. I'm going to go on with that one. The handles aren't separated. So that would be nice if we could actually move and animate the handles. I know these are my gripes I found. Having handles separated, having the sinks set. Basically, I want handles. I want to be able to interact with handles in a horror themed pack, because that's the kind of stuff that I'd be doing. I'll be playing with handles a lot. This is what I was mentioning earlier. You don't need to flip the demo scene, because it's giving you ready-made modular pieces that you can just put together and make your own buildings if you don't want to be sitting there doing it by hand yourself. Generally, my thoughts in this pack are at a 50% sale of $18.99. If you're doing any horror type game, if you're doing a game themed in a government type building, a school, a hospital, anything like that, a police station, these even could be customized and used as a police station or a library, then I would say this is a great pack. Definitely worth it. All of the grievances that I've got, I can tweak and customize myself, and if I really had the effort and inclination, I would just pop those into Blender and tweak on the handles. I mean, at $18.99, it's a bargain, and I'm not really going to complain that much, but I'm still going to drop a message to the artist and say, could we get an update or version of doors where the handles are separated and the sinks handles are separated, so we could animate those in the game and be spooky. Ooh, especially those pipes, because that would be great. And also the fuses, to be out of the fuse boxes, because that all kind of makes sense, that those would be themed inside a horror game. You've got to put the fuses back in to get the lights back on. Ah, scary. Alrighty, so this is it. This is the abandoned psychiatric hospital from Art Equilibrium over on the Unity Asset Store. And also, if you're wondering, yeah, they've got loads of stuff over on Unreal as well. So if you do like these videos and you want to see more, don't forget, click on that big juicy red subscribe button down below. And if you are going to be out at night, don't be by yourself. Oh, if you do like it, click it. Till next time. If you want to see more of my crazy videos, click on the left side of your screen now. And down below, there's that big juicy subscribe button. And right next to it is the magic bell that if you click it, it will tell you if I've got a new video coming out. Till next time.